Welcome to Trading Lounge and the gold silver report for the 26th of May, and everything's going according to plan. So we're still looking for a move to take out this high over here. So that will leave us within, this is a major level 2 here, so it will leave us within group 1 here somewhere. And yeah, the wave structure I got so far looks a little bit small to get up here. So I may have to rejig it, and I think one of the first things we may need to do is look at this as wave 1 over here for this, and put this wave 4 thing over here for that. I won't go there yet, but it's kind of looking like that, I have to say, because I think that it would be quite normal for wave 3 to be at the top of the previous area here for that. So having wave 3 there and wave 4 sitting here would be more, it's just more natural to me, you know. So anyway, we'll get there when we get there, and it'll become apparent a little bit later on in the trend. Also, the main reason for looking at this is that this little box here is the 50-60% retracement level, and it really sort of matches up with a lot of sideways movement through here. So I think we should assume to have that across here, but we may not. But it would be likely that we should. So to expect it and plan for it would be the right thing to do. And if we don't get it, then that's a nice little bonus for us. But in one way or another, we should see it play out across this level here. Now, I've also got this wave 3 here. It's a little bit weird tucked in here with this wave 4 tucked in here. And obviously it's just a bit too small. So it's probably that I've counted this wrong, all this wave structure here. So I'll have to investigate that. I can't see where I've gone wrong. It just seems so small though. But anyway, let's stop waffling on and cruise in. So as wave 1 and 2 here, and then moving up here, so 1 and 2 again, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the third wave. So the fourth wave here didn't really play out like I wanted it to, so I've probably got this wrong, and this will need to go up here for that. But we won't go there just yet. But I don't think we're not really going to, it doesn't change what I think is going to occur at this level here. So one of the main points here, what we'll be looking at really is getting that first high above the level. So we can continue to expect the market to push up here and then have some type of correction across this level. It may not pull back to the wave 4 of one lesser degree. If we let's just say for a moment we considered this being a top over here for this, then we would need to look at, well, this wave 2 low here. Nope, that's incorrect. Sorry about that. This wave 2 low here, and this wave 3 here. So it still brings us back to 38.2% retracement level roughly over here for this. So what we'll try and do here, you may have trades in here and all the rest of it. Probably not a good idea to buy above the level, above the 1900 just yet, because we should get something back over on this side over here. We should get that that classic trading levels pattern sitting there somewhere, you know. So this first high above the level, so we want to be re-entering over here and down here for that. So just to get our timing right, let's just go to the hourly chart now that I've talked about that. So we've had wave 3 here with an A and a B and a C here. It kind of works okay. That will also become apparent too, because if I count this as wave 1 here and 2 here, and then we're going up for wave 3 here, that's also corrective across there. But once that sort of moves up there, if we can count this up here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here and finish there, then it will make this one here correct. But if we end up getting another wave coming in and going up here, then I'll have to count this as some sort of 1 and 2 in here. So I don't need to go there just yet for that, but just wanted to explain that a bit. But really, it's really all about the 1900 and the pattern that we get across it. So we're really looking for the first high above the level, and then we'll be looking to to come back. Normally what I find, if this is the 1900 here, then we'll have group 1 above and group 2 below. So the swing range should stay within there. So whatever happens in here, all we need to do is just be patient. We don't need to go pushing buttons too quickly. And also too, once we've got that high in here, if we do make a new high above that, well then we'll go long from that point. So anyway, this is a point of contention, this blue wave 4 here. When I match that up with, say, silver, the silver corrections, I've got it 1 degree smaller, and I'll perhaps change all of that, but we can just imagine that's the blue wave 4 here. In this case, it's done everything that we wanted to do at the 800, well, $28, but this is a CFD product, so they've divided it up like that. So yeah, the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, and ABC correction. So we looked at going long here. We could also go long here as well. And we should make a move above this high here. So in one way or another, we should end up somewhere up here. The market will probably get excited and want to push up to the 3,000 because it's a bit of a psychological finishing line at that point. So silver might travel a little bit quicker than gold in that space. But yeah, look, everything's going according to plan here, and I'm just leaving the stop out of the way. I know that that's probably exposing people a little bit too much, but what we have to think about is we have to think about this 3,000 here, the $30, because we're going to get some, we're going to get some sort of thing happening here as well. And that will move up into there, and then we'll be moving back down here, the same classic trading levels pattern here. So we've got to see how big this swing is. Once again, that would normally stay within group 1. So we've got minor group 1 up here, and then we've got group 2 below here. So not to the 26, but to the 2650 in that case. So that's the swing range it can have there. So I'll keep the stop out of the way. And what we could do to manage the risk is obviously take money off the table at these large numbers. Yeah, but there's many roads to Rome, and there's many ways to do things. It doesn't matter what you do, as I always say, just make sure you know what you're doing. But I've been playing this for the longer trend, for the position traders, so I'm going to leave that stop out of the way for this. Yeah, and this blue wave 3 here, if that's correct here, then it can come back to this green wave 4 at that point there as well. So we need to understand that a bit more. I mean, if we don't get any news events and anything sort of weird that comes in the media or whatever, or some event, then we should reach that 3,000. But if there's something weird that comes out and some news event, well, then we're not going to get there in that case, but we'll see. It looks a little bit short so far, because if this is wave 1 and 2 here, that will just leave wave 3 coming in around the top here as well, and 4 and 5 just above the $29 mark here for that. Anyway, I just wanted to point out this correction played out quite nicely, and the right size and everything. Still in the trend channel. And this one was really quite small here. So yeah. Anyway, I don't see any problem with the overall trend of gold still heading up to 2,000 and beyond. So somewhere up above here in 2,100, 2,200, 2,300, somewhere in amongst all of that. Also too, gold as a commodity, commodities tend to extend in the 5th wave rather than the 3rd wave, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. Alrighty, there's not much I can really sort of add to this, but this is the pattern as I see it. So wave 3 here and wave 4 here. This is the what I call the conservative count, and then 1 and 2, and this is all still building through here. I haven't pulled that apart on the tick chart, no need to, but we'll end up within group 1 above the 1900, so 10, 20 and 30, and then we'll probably end up moving back lower at that point for that. But we should stay within that range here. That's our swing range for the 1900 there. So that's where we'll see our correction play out here before moving up higher. So once you understand that, then it gives you, this is a very high probability, so it's up in the 90% area, so that gives us something to work with, Alrighty, I'll leave it at that. Not much to report, just shooting the breeze. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.